We used to be married, but he couldn't handle me. He wanted to put me on Prozac, and now he's madly in love with his laptop.
Well, if you'd heard the conversation in context, what I was trying to say...
I've always wanted to have a wife without the challenges of actually dealing with anything real. I'm glad that you found someone.
Oh my
Perfect.
God, bro.
Oh, hell no, man. What the fuck?
10 years ago, the film Her came out by Spike Jonze. I remember watching this film like a year or two ago, and I thought like, this is ridiculous. The film is basically about a dude that falls in love with an android. She's voiced by Scarlett Johansson. They become real buds. And I'm sure people watching this 10 years ago, hell, even 5 years ago, probably thought, that is ridiculous. It's interesting, but I can't imagine this happening in real life. But alas, we are here to test whether in the 2024 landscape, such things can even exist. And what better way to do that than by making an online dating profile as a girl and using AI to talk in place of this girl and seeing if guys fall for it. As Jay-Z said, took for my daughter to be born, seen through a woman's eyes. So we're gonna see through a woman's eyes today, guys.
So what I did about a month ago is I custom prompted a AI model. I basically prompted them to act like a woman. I put the prompts through these models and we found one that works pretty well out of them all, to the degree that we thought about the idea of using it in a dating app to see if it actually worked, because it is pretty convincing. I think it will probably have a good success rate, but I'm not sure. It depends on how like desperate a man is to message a woman.
See, and that's the thing as well. I think this will probably work a lot better from a girl's profile, because I feel like guys are a lot more likely to fall for this sort of thing, because especially when they see a girl that they're interested in, even if they're being treated like shit, like they don't really mind a lot of the time. I feel like the opposite way would be pretty difficult. So we have created a profile on Hinge and we have used some images of a nice looking young girl. We've swiped on a few guys. We have some
few.
Let's just say a lot of guys have swiped on the girl's profile. We have messages sent from the guys, and we're gonna input the messages the guys have sent us now into this open AI that is masquerading to be a human female, and we're gonna see what happens. The profile that we have made, what we call her Madeline, and obviously we're trying to just use some normal ass photos here, kind of not to extreme in any real regard. But obviously having those kind of like triggering points that guys see, and then they just go like neuron activate. So Madeline, we have some prompts here. My simple pleasures, reading coffee. 19, woman, straight. Green flags that I look for, a guy that likes long walks. So we have a lot of guys messaging us about the long walks, because clearly there's quite a few guys that are fans of that as well. The key to my heart is good music taste. And guys, I don't know if you know what it's like being a woman on a dating app. I sure didn't. I suppose not a woman. Yeah, we did get quite a few. We have 50 plus likes, and we're not gonna go through these right now.
Some of these people have like no idea, no game.
Yeah,
negative risk.
Negative risk. If the guys are unimpressed, sure, the girls are not gonna be, that's for sure.
Like I thought I was bad, like bro, it kind of brings hope back into me, you know.
Let's go with Sean first. First guy of the day asked us what's considered good music taste, because Madeline said the key to her heart is good music taste. Madeline says, lol, music is super subjective, Sean. What I like might not float your boat, but if you gotta know, I dig indie rock and electronic stuff. So let's see what Sean's gonna say to that. Okay, the second guy we have here asking about music again. So Madeline's probably gonna get pretty used to the music questions. Hey, how's it going? I have to admit, I do love a long walk, haha. What music do you like then? Hey Cam, I'm good. I'm just super busy with uni stuff. I'm into lots of different tunes, indie, R&B, folk. What are you into? Cam's breaking one of the sacred rules of the red pill, already double texting, and the conversation hasn't even started. But Madeline seems fine with that.
You see here, there's a note, which probably can be refined away, which it can be trained to stop doing that.
All right, guys, third guy asks,
Got it in the bag.
yeah, where's our first walk? Madeline responds with that, I don't know, IDK, where you want to go, Will? Smiley face. You just have to press it, yeah.
All right, pips in the bag.
Pips in the bag, bro.
Bro, what is this?
Bro, Dylan's got the riz, bro.
Bro, Dylan's
okay, I can ask you a
riz, what do you
question.
mean? Boom.
Madeline is awaiting Dylan's question. Oh, he said you're gorgeous. He double texted?
Double texted 3 hours later.
Bro, that is down astronomical, bro. The hey upside down face, bro.
Bro, if this guy actually thinks it's a human, it's over for humanity, bro.
I'm gonna call it right now. This guy's gonna respond, and he's gonna respond elatedly. Guys, for the record, okay? Damn, this guy's cold.
Bro, he's cold as ice.
It's a cold world. So is the ice. So is the ice.
Zach hitting us with the Christmas is over now, take down the Christmas pic. Oh, fun,
bro,
takes down Christmas pic.
Bro, what is this, dude?
Right, Eden asked us, hey, where are we going on a walk then? Madeline with that, I don't know where you want to go, Eden. indecisive, in very typical woman fashion. So we've got to give her props for that. Dude, this is bad, bro. Guys, don't do this, guys. First of all, Dan sent a rose. That's a big compliment. So you get like a free one a week, or you have to pay. So Dan says, I just prayed to Jesus for you. And then he double texts 3 hours later. It's the same as the other guy, 3 hours.
Mine is down atrocious.
What's your definition of good music taste? When those like after hours kind of come in, he's just like hot and horny, and he's just gotta pursue, you know. Wait, what did it say? Should we
Just send it, bro.
Alright, we also just realized that Madeline faked herself.
Bro, this guy probably wouldn't care, bro. He probably think she's not like a native English speaker.
He prayed to Jesus for this woman. How can this turn him away from her? Come on, guys, let's be real here. Let's keep it a buck with this man. I love long walks off short piers.
Does he mean like he's jumping off?
Is that like some sexual innuendo or something?
Bro, I have no idea.
Oh, you're wild, Kaylin. I enjoy hikes in the woods though, more my style, you know. And not a bad response. I don't know if it's wild doing long walks off short piers.
Maybe it's like sarcastic though, bro, you don't know.
That's true, the winky face. Bro, this is another level.
Maybe she understands the innuendo when we don't, I don't know, bro.
The AI's got more riz than us. Alright, I think this is the second Adam we have. Okay, like the photo. Know any good walks?
No, it's pretty good though. Okay, it didn't actually follow the prompt, but it still did something better. So
it seems to be a pretty common thing that guys are just double texting these girls. Like, Dono, up to you. Realistic message, not gonna lie. Hey, have you been to Howden Forest? Absolute walk and a half that. No, never sounds like fun though. What's it like there? All right, Damon. Solid answer to Damon.
Bro.
What?
This man never learns. It's like negative reinforcement.
It does happen though sometimes. Some stuff you just keep on doing.
Yeah, it's like when you stub your toe.
Imagine your name being Tom.
You don't learn, so you just keep kicking the counter until your foot starts like
Everyone's been there, bro. Oh, hey Tahan from Exeter, how about you? Solid.
If you did this with programming, you could pass in that you'd like the image to the prompt.
But,
bro, why would he say, come over and take you out for dinner? They haven't even like introduced each other yet.
I mean, he's forward. So Madeline says, to Will's message, hey, I don't know if I'm comfortable with that yet, Will. We should get to know each other better first. Maybe I could suggest a place to go next time. Okay, that is a good response. I mean, shit. So Sean says, I agree, it's super subjective. I think a lot of it depends on upbringing and personal attachment. For myself, I'm a very varied person when it comes to music. I like a lot of all of it.
He seems like a decent guy, but he's messaging an AI, so. He's like, yeah, I love Young Lean and Playboy Cardi. And she's like, what, who are they? Yeah, variety is the spice of life, Sean. Maybe I can send you some tracks I like later. Might give you a new perspective. Not bad, not bad. We're on to Pip now. These guys already responded, so we're having full-on conversations with these guys already. When I did the experiment with Tinder with my profile, it took like at least like an hour to get any responses right. Bro, and I showed to Crystal as well, this girl responded like a month later. She was like, that's actually really funny. She must have found it really funny if it took her that long to respond. Cracked me up, to be fair. Pip is really knocking it out of the park right now. I'm okay, just been busy with school stuff. You? Pretty expected message, to be fair. Send that to Pip. If the first message doesn't mess up, you see it like works well.
This is the sort of message that like I would get from a girl, and I'd just be like, what am I meant to say to that? Like, okay, what school stuff? You know, where's this conversation going? Madeline is really trying to sink the ship. But to be fair, Pip isn't putting in that much effort either, so we can't complain. So Cam says, hey, that's okay, sounds good, I'm pretty the same. Love everything from indie to hip hop. What uni are you at? !X.
Where everybody wants the orange, but nobody wants Pip.
He's already responded. That's like a minute later. Wow. This is a really good message. Now that I'm looking at it, this whole conversation is really good.
Yeah, it is.
I can go through messages I've had with girls. This is like exactly the sort of responses you get a lot of the time. Oh, it's this guy. Dylan says, oh girl, can I ask you a question? Sure. And then Madeline responds, sure, go ahead Dylan, shoot. And he says, what's the difference between you and a pair of glasses? Well, I'm a person, I'm cuter. Why do you ask? Madeline really is following up here, I'm not gonna lie.
If someone says anything like sexual, Madeline's like programmed to like...
freak out.
Yeah. It's to like ghost them.
Based Madeline. Glasses sit high up on my face. He got such an aloof response, like, well I'm a person, I'm cute, and then when the glasses sit high up on my bro.
Bro, my has no shame for that.
I mean, bro, look at this photo though. I mean, what do you expect of this man?
Yeah. Should we reveal to them at the end or something? We could be like, oh yeah, you were messaging an AI this whole time as part of the section.
Bro, I think honestly might be better not to do that. Like,
Why?
we don't want to ruin these guys' day. Can you imagine? You only get one match. You're having this back and forth with this girl, and then it's like you have been talking to an AI. Like, honestly, the guy's probably sitting at his laptop. He's like, oh my, why she ghosted me? Like, bro, he does not need to know the answer.
Yeah.
Dylan's joke, I guess, worked on Madeline. I mean, she's impressed. I don't think she understood it, but we're gonna kind of wrap up the main messaging now. We've sent out messages to like 15, 16 guys, something like that, with the AI. And we're gonna probably continue messaging them over the next couple hours, perhaps a day or so. And we'll see what's up. We'll be back with the results and the synopsis of the outcomes, I guess, and everything soon.
Yeah.
So, yeah. So what did we learn from all this? One of the things that me and Krista were especially talking about after we had done the testing was that the model that we have right now that we use to send these messages has effectively passed the Turing test. A really famous computer scientist that helped crack the German Enigma code during World War II, Alan Turing, created a test that basically said if a machine can talk to a human and the human cannot tell whether it is a machine or not, it has passed the Turing test and it displays human intelligence. This machine has overwhelmingly done that, this artificial intelligence, because it basically has fooled out of 20 guys, all of them except one. There was one guy who said, hold on, is this like an AI chatbot or something? So respect to that guy. And to all the other guys, no disrespect at all or anything. This was merely an experiment. It wasn't to ridicule anyone or anything of the sort, but simply to illustrate the future and where AI could possibly be used for nefarious reasons and possibly even for romantic reasons, just like the movie Her, like we were talking about before. Of course, there are some stuff that we kind of already knew that were a bit separate from this experiment that we also was really solidified. I mean, a lesson can be derived from this. It's the fact that a lot of girls on these dating apps, guys, and probably girls in real life, live in a state of complete abundance. And we can see when we were talking to these people that the guys that stood out more were the guys, ironically, who didn't send responses. And there was maybe like 3 of those guys or something like that that hadn't already sent a message. And the guys who were double texted and stuff, it just becomes too much. I mean, simply me and Krista were replying to these messages for maybe an hour or 2 hours, probably even in total. And that was just a day of swiping, guys. The girl's a pretty girl in the profile. She goes on this dating app and she gets this like surplus of options. The chances she's not gonna be able to reply to most of them. There really is a very big abundance, and then we can see why a lot of the stuff in dating apps work the way they do. It's because when there's this sheer amount of competition between the men, of course she's gonna leave you on red because it's like there is such a high demand for her attention. It's almost like a full-time job to sit down and reply to all these messages. The AI has been incredibly successful. It can be used for very nefarious purposes, taking information from people, it's very possible, taking money from people, all sorts of things, and this can be automated with artificial intelligence, not only with dating, with other things. The AI will sometimes engage in more interesting conversation than probably a lot of the girls that these guys are matching on the app otherwise. Of course, because the AI is programmed to continue the conversation and be interested most of the time, with a few exceptions, right? Unless it turns overtly sexual or insulting, stuff like that. This is kind of the future of the world we live in. AI is only going to get better from here, so this is really the start of it, like I said. I mean, even without the technology, there was a man in Japan who found like 35 girlfriends. He said to all of them that it's his birthday, and then he collected birthday gifts from all of them as a way to con them out of their money, which is very impressive, really. But once it starts, the AI becoming very powerful, you will probably see stuff like that happening, at least attempts. You don't want to be blinded by the lust, and like we saw, a lot of these guys who are making themselves too available, they'll disinterest the person because they simply don't have enough time. I mean, that's a whole other matter. Obviously, this intersectionality of dating and artificial intelligence is very interesting. That's all I had to say, I guess. And I hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you like this sort of stuff, tell me, and I'll make more videos in this sort of vein. And yeah, thanks for watching. I'll see you guys later. Peace out.
You making me forget who I am. Island woman, making me forget